And how have you become a better communicator, would you say?
Well, I mean, the number one thing is that I sit down on the garbage cans when I talk to patients. All right, it's very important. Um, it's something I did when I was in residency. I was really tired because you're working like an animal, and so I would sit down on the garbage cans because I was tired, for no other reason. And then I ended up getting this like award as like patient satisfaction and like all these things from the hospital, and I traced it back to just sitting down because they've done these studies, and if you sit in a room with a patient, they think you're in the room with them like 20 minutes longer than you are, or whatever the number is. It's the perception of that you're spending more time with them if you're seated, and I just did it because I was tired on it, frankly. But after that, I've continued it, and it does make the patients feel better, if you're instead of like towering over them like, what are you here for,
Yeah.
coming down, sitting down, tell me what's going on, makes them feel a little bit better. So that's a big one. And as far as like my colleagues and the nursing staff and the techs and everyone else in the emergency department, I just talk to them like I would talk to anyone else, and try to see what their challenges are. It's never like, nurse, I needed this in whatever room 6. But and I like to have my nurses, not my nurses, the nurses, excuse me, call me by my first name. Some of them really have struggled with that. They don't like it, but we're all a team. We're all on the same team. Everybody's the amount of times that a nurse or a tech or a facilities person, et cetera, has saved my butt because they noticed something that I didn't. I can't tell you how many times, and that's because we have a good working relationship. If they were nervous to talk to me, they wouldn't bring it up.
Yeah, and having a team behind you has got to be huge, especially when things are hectic and things are, maybe you have one patient, I mean, I can only imagine the things that you're probably dealing with, but in a high tense situation, I'm sure having people who can also work with you to make sure things are going effectively smooth, that would probably help a significant amount.
Oh, absolutely. Even just being able to be like to one of the nurses, like, hey, what do you think's going on with this person? Maybe it's something I'm not noticing, or like, do you think we should send them home? And then the amount of the discussions that have come from there, on something maybe I'm not seeing, but the nurses have been in the room more with them, et cetera, is, I mean, it's huge.